Good morning, good evening to everybody. Um, the last video I made was a complaint I had with the Seadoo block, with all the fault and issues that it had. Um, I know I said that I was gonna fix the ski and get rid of it because of all the necessary problem. But after I rebuilt the supercharger and I decided that I was gonna keep the ski. So I decided to fix everything that was wrong with the ski, starting with these guys right here. Now, if you look at this bolt hole, you could see the threads. You could see the threads in here. You could see the threads in here. But because they were giving up, I decided this one, that's the one that the bolt had broke inside of. So finally got the bolt out. Was spending way more money than I wanted to spend on that ski. But because I was spending so much money, I decided that since I am going to fix this key correctly, that I'm going to keep this key. So what I had to do to get this bolt out was I drilled it as much as I can. I got this kit from Amazon with this Dremel and was able to chew at it until it completely came off. Now this thing was only like 19 bucks, so it wasn't expensive or anything like that, but it did the job that it was supposed to do. So if you guys remember, I had two issues. So this was the first issue I had. I put helicoil in there and fixed this, and when I was torquing everything else, so I put the head on, this one gave up. So what I decided to do was I said, okay, I'm gonna fix this, but if this one give up, that means everything else eventually is gonna give up. So I decided to do it the right way. I put, I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is a time sert that's in there now. Okay, so I put a time sert in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do every bolt hole that I have. This one is too big for a time sert, so I have to put a big sert in there. But every other hole that I have, I'm gonna drill those threads out, put time serts in there. Now, so you could see, it's sitting flush. It's actually sitting inside of the hole, so it's not gonna interfere with the head gasket at all. Now, so what I'm going to do is this. This is the kit, very pricey, 120 something bucks, but it's doing the job. So these are the insert that came with the kit. I figured these were going to be too short, so I got some 26 mil, which is basically twice the length of this one. And this is the big sert, which is gonna go into this hole, because this hole, a time sert will just fall in. Okay, so I'm gonna put a big sert. I'm waiting for the tap, 14 mil tap to get here, so I can make some tap and install this in there. Now, so this kit was 128. I had to get 10 of these because, like I said, I'm gonna do every bolt hole that I have. So that way, peace of mind, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, and this is something, if you have a Seadoo, you will building it, you should do, because these threads that Seadoo put in this thing cannot hold any kind of pressure whatsoever. So that's that. That's the kit. The kit came with drill bit, the tap, the tool to put certs in, and this is some permanent Loctite, red high strength Loctite. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm not gonna reuse, even though I had got some new ones. I'm not gonna use these things. Okay, I'm not gonna use these things because the problem is taking these things off, putting them back on, taking these things off, putting them back on. Is, I don't think it's good. It's not good for the block. So what I decided to do, I got these babies right here, specifically for Seadoo from ARP. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, so I'm gonna put these in, permanently Loctite them in there, and never have to worry about this issue again. So if at any time I have to take the head off, all I have to do is take the nut off and the head will come off. I ain't gotta worry about taking the studs out. So I've noticed this is a very common problem with Seadoo, because I think that's one of the reasons why the guy sold the ski. It was because, I don't know if the ski overheat or whatever happened, but something happened that, because when I took the head off the first time, two of the bolts had no torque. They were just there. Everything else was torqued down, but this guy and this guy had no torque. So I decided to keep this key, since she liked this key so much because of the suspension. I'm going to do this correctly. Put those head stud, the stud in the block, permanently lock them in there. So and I'm going to also, probably next season, she said she wants the ski to be faster, so I'm probably going to upgrade it from the 215 to the 260. Change the supercharger and change the I think it's a supercharger. I have to put an intercooler somewhere in here somewhere, and put the what else? Intercooler, supercharger, and the injectors. So that's the plan. But for now, I am going to fix this block, fix it permanently, and I never have to worry about it again. That way, peace of mind, because all that oil and water mixing shit, tired of it. So that's the plan, guys. I'm hoping to get this thing done today. I'm actually waiting on Amazon to deliver the tap to tap this hole. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to, this is the only one I've done so far with the time sert. As you can see, everything else, see, this is factory. So I'm gonna do all of them. Yep, I'm gonna do all of them, and we're gonna keep this key, since she like this key, and this key only have 151 hours on it. So but yeah, that's the plan for today. I mean, Seadoo still suck. That doesn't take anything away from Seadoo, but so if you have a Seadoo, you want to keep it, I think that's the best way to go, is to get some ARP studs. The ARP studs only cost like $148. This is expensive though. This is $120 something for 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all you get for that, and then you get like 5 of these, but these are too short anyway, you can't use them. So life of a Seadoo owner, but I am not gonna let that discourage me or anything else, but I am going to fix it properly so I don't have to keep messing with this thing every freaking weekend. Alright guys, I'm out. I'll let you guys know what happened.